A lot of gig drivers are quitting their Doordash, Uber Eats, Lyft, Uber to go back to their W-2. But why am I still doing it after 10 years? A lot of you guys are surprised that I've been working gig that long. Well, granted, most of the time I've been doing it part-time, I started out, well, actually my first day was December 30th, 2013. December 30th, 2013. But at the time I was doing like 65 hours per week as a waiter, bringing out the food. So when I first started driving Uber X, I was doing it part-time, and Uber has been out since like '09 or something. I think the original CEO, Kalanick, he went to Paris and he was waiting forever to get a taxi. So the first type of Uber was Uber Taxi, which is using Uber to order a taxi. So Uber was invented like in '09, but like the first type of Uber in America was also Uber Taxi. And then after that, it was Uber Black. Uber Black is a black car service, like those black Lincoln Town Car, or a black Lincoln Navigator, Cadillac Escalade, like a black car service livery. And then I think Uber X was launched in 2012. Please put down in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm going off the top of my head without Google. But Uber X launched in Denver in 2013. Actually, I first signed up with Lyft in something like July, August 2013 with Lyft, the other guy. Back in the day, Lyft drivers got the giant pink mustache, the one on the grill, the giant pink mustache. So I actually signed up with Lyft before I did with Uber X, but I was doing like 6 days a week, 11, 12 hours a day, doing bar waiter, so I didn't really have time to log on, So I actually got deactivated. I got approved, but I never gave a ride on Lyft, and because of that, I was deactivated. And then Uber X, I applied like in December 2013 at the beginning of the month, and then got approved on December 30th. My first ride was actually at 11 p.m. on December 30th, one day before New Year's Eve. And every year in Denver, there's Decadence. Decadence is an EDM concert in downtown Denver. So my first day driving Uber, I was doing a lot of the Decadence crowd. And then, or was it December 31st? Something like that, yeah. My first day was one day before New Year's Eve or New Year's Eve, one of those two. It was super busy throughout the whole night. Now, on the other hand, food delivery apps like Doordash, Uber Eats, Grubhub has been out for a while as well. Grubhub's been launched since like '06 or something. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Please put down in the comments. But back in the day, Grubhub was like you just order. You use the Grubhub's website and order through Grubhub, and you come pick up. Or if the restaurant has their own drivers, then the driver would deliver the Grubhub order. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. Kind of like I'm at my pizza place right now. So we W-2 drivers deliver all the Grubhub orders. But Doordash and Uber Eats order, the Doordash and Uber Eats driver deliver them. So Grubhub was launched way back in the day, like '06 or some '06. The restaurant I used to be a waiter at, we also worked with Grubhub, but we got our own drivers. And then I think food delivery apps like the on-demand app, like DoorDash driver, Uber Eats driver, and Grubhub drivers was launched like in 2013 or something. Yeah, same time as Uber. So food delivery apps and Uber, rideshare, Lyft's been out forever, But making GigTube has been somewhat of a new thing. One of the originals GigTuber that I was watching was Uberman. Yeah, he changed his channel name now, but Uberman was the first ever GigTuber that I watched, and actually started driving Uber before Uberman. And shout out to the rideshare guy, Harry Campbell. I think I started driving Uber before the rideshare guy. my dude, rideshare guy, Harry Campbell. Matter of fact, I used to be Facebook friends with him back in 13, 14. Yeah. He might remember me without my hoodie. I just woke up today. So as far as GigTuber, I think I'm probably one of the first one, if not the first one. Yeah. I'm not the first ever gig driver. No. Gig work's been out since forever. But Denver's a small city, man. It usually launches in San Francisco or New York first. Then it goes to all the big cities. Then Denver is like one of the last ones to get any new gig apps, you know. Denver is relatively small, you know, compared to San Francisco, LA, New York, Chicago. Yeah, man, I've been doing gig work forever since December 2013, but only been doing YouTube for 3 years, you know. I wish I had brought out a camera or whatever back in the day, you know. Probably be 1 million sub by now, but you know, it's all good, man. Back in the day, I didn't do anything public, you know. I had Facebook and stuff, but everything was friends only. I started doing YouTube at the beginning of the lockdown. So thank you, that virus, for giving me my channel. Now, as far as drivers doing it full time and not making enough money, or drivers quitting their Doordash, Uber driver, Lyft driver, to go back to their W-2, well, maybe their market is pretty slow and they're not making enough money. Maybe they're not multi-apping. As far as tax purpose, the best way to do it is probably, you know, 30 hours doing W-2, 30 hours doing gig, you know, for tax purposes. But you can still make good money. You can still pay your bills doing gig full time if you're smart and multi-apping. If you're doing it right, if you're smart and multi-apping, I still believe you can do gig full time, you know. Me, I choose to get a W-2 because of the benefits: free healthcare, 401k, and stock options. And me and wifey are planning to have a baby in a year or two. Giving birth costs about $60,000, $60K to give birth. You know, I don't have $60K laying around in the house. You know, I mean, gig work is awesome. I'm not hating on gig work. Freedom, flexibility, you can't beat that. But we don't have they don't offer free health insurance. You know, at my pizza place, if you work 30 hours, you get health insurance, 401k, and all that good stuff. You know, so that's the main reason I'm going back to W-2, but I'm still doing gig. You know, you see me, I go on live right after I get out my pizza place. Sometimes I get out of my pizza place, log on, and 10 seconds later, I would run back inside the pizza place for a Uber Eats or Doordash order. So, you know, or back in the day, after I got out of my waiter job, I log on and drive somebody downtown and drive there the whole night until like, before I have my dog Holly, sometimes I drive to 9 a.m. in the morning. I would get out of my waiter job like at 9 p.m. and on a super busy day, big holidays, you know, New Year's Eve, what are the big holidays? New Year's Eve, St. Patty, July 4th, home games. Home games are busy, what they let out. But big holidays, sometimes it's busy all the way to 9 a.m. with UberX and Lyft back in the day. But since I got Holly, I probably drive to like 2 a.m., you know. I have to go home and take her out for a walk back in the day. So, yeah, man, I've been doing gig forever. Only been doing it part-time for like the whole 8-9 years. Only been doing it full-time for like the last 1 year before I started UPS PVD and my W-2 pizza delivery job right now. And, you know, there's ups and downs during those 10 years, of course, you know. There were times I only averaged like, I don't know, $12 per hour with Lyft and Uber during the slow times, you know. But I was doing it part-time so I could weather the storm, you know. But the concept of multi-apping, I didn't start like really multi-apping until like a couple of years ago, you know, working multiple apps, Flex, UberX, you know, all the apps combined. Yeah, that's the way to multi-app, you know. So if you're doing mostly food delivery, You can pick up a Amazon Flex route or some Shipt, some Instacart during the slow hour from 2 to 5 p.m. Those are the slow hours, you know. That's the best time to grab, do something else besides food delivery when food delivery is slow. And I'm not planning to leave the gig work anytime soon, you know. But I'm planning to stay at my W-2 for a minute, you know, for the healthcare and all the good benefits. But I'm not leaving gig work. I'm not leaving YouTube. I wish I started doing YouTube 10 years ago. 10 years ago, YouTube wasn't a thing, you know. There was no such thing as content creator. There was YouTube, but mostly 10 years ago, YouTube was mainly for music videos, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Mr. Beast didn't become a thing until like 5, 6 years ago. Mr. Beast, the YouTube channel. So yeah, man, I wish I started YouTube way back in the day, but it's never too late. And just want to shout out to all my wonderful subscribers for this awesome journey. Main reason I'm wearing this because I just woke up and my hair looks really messy. With Uber and Lyft, I've given over 12,000 rides. The rides are so little because I only do it part-time. And then there was time I did like W-2 full-time and only do gig like 1 or 2 hours per week because back in the day I made really good money as a server and a bartender. But you know, those things are not long-term. The bar I was working at closed after like 2 years or something. The restaurant I was working at, I was making good money, but you know, too much workplace politics, so I had to leave the place. And also in 2018, I started the K1 fiance visa process. So to get your fiance or wifey over here, you need really high income on paper, which is W-2. So 1099 income don't look too handsome to Uncle Sam, you know, when you're trying to get your fiance to come to the U.S. I am a U.S. citizen, so that's the main reason I stopped doing gig for a minute. But I was doing gig full time for 12 months straight, and I was paying the bills just fine. Maybe because I have the content creator money as one of the other side stream of income. You know, I got the Facebook money, I got the YouTube money. I don't make much on YouTube, but you know, something is better than nothing. But I believe if I didn't have YouTube and Facebook money, I still can pay my bills if I put in 60 hours per week, you know, doing multi-apping, Doordash, Uber Eats, Amazon Flex, and so on. So this video is another freestyle, you know. I don't know what the thumbnail is gonna look like, but you know, a lot of people think I'm new to the gig economy. No, man. As far as GigTube goes, I'm probably one of the first one, if not the first one of the first gig driver on YouTube. Anyway, thank you for watching, fam. And don't forget to tell them, take the bus there, bozo. Have a nice day, Have a nice day, everybody. Don't forget to smash the like, subscribe, ring the bell. See you guys on the next one. Peace.